The EPA has planned to expand E15 ethanol fuel, but beware of engine damage. The Biden administration announced it will suspend a federal rule that bars higher levels of ethanol in gasoline during the summertime. The move is intended to lower fuel prices. However, that decision to authorize year-round use of E15 or 15% ethanol will impact gas supplies, prices, your car's engine, and the environment. Maybe not in the way the government had planned. In 2011, the EPA approved an increase of 15% ethanol blends for the use of light-duty vehicles for model years 2001 and newer, but prohibiting gas stations from selling it between June 1st and September 15th because of the concerns that it adds to smog and higher temperatures and causes pollution. The EPA issued an emergency waiver to allow widespread sale of E15, as the high-blend ethanol is known during the summer months this year, even though there is a negative environmental impact. Senior Biden administration officials said the move will save drivers an average of 10 cents per gallon at about 2,300 or more of the 150,000 U.S. gas stations that currently sell E15. Now, those stations are mostly located in the Midwest and the South, including Texas, and the goal is to lower gasoline prices. But there is more to E15, and the negatives may surprise you. Welcome back to Car Coach Reports. I'm Lauren Fix. If this is your first time here, we give you more than car reviews and first looks of new vehicles. We give you car smarts because knowledge is power. Don't forget to subscribe and click that little bell for notifications so you don't miss anything. Let's start with answering what is ethanol. Ethanol is a biofuel. It's derived from fermented corn or other products. In the U.S., ethanol is predominantly corn-based and required by federal law to be blended in the nation's gasoline supply. Now, most gasoline sold in the U.S. is blended with 10% ethanol, also known as E10, and you see that in a yellow sticker on the gas pumps. Now, E15 is not approved for use in non-automotive engines such as boats, motorcycles, lawnmowers, and other small engines. And zero ethanol is best for those engines. According to environmentalists, ethanol production contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and soil erosion and raises prices of corn and other crops. A recent study found that the federal ethanol mandate inflated corn prices by 30% from 2008 to 2016. And that made corn-based ethanol more carbon intensive than gasoline and increased annual fertilizer use by up to 8%, polluting waterways. According to the EPA, ethanol impacts motor vehicles in two primary ways. First, ethanol leans the air-fuel ratio, which can lead to increasing exhaust temperatures and potentially increase incremental deterioration of emissions control hardwares like catalytic converters and performance over time, possibly causing catalyst failure. That cost is on you. Second, ethanol can cause materials compatibility issues, which may lead to other component failures. With material capability issues like this, ethanol has been known to wreak havoc on fuel systems, deteriorating plastic and silicone components such as hoses, fuel pumps, fuel filters, emission systems, gas tanks, and fuel injectors, and that cost to repair it is also on you. Now, there's a growing trend among motorists shopping around for gas stations which offer ethanol-free gas, and you can look on websites to find that. And even if they have to pay a bit more per gallon, it's protecting their motor. Now, distributors are noticing this, and there's more and more stations that are featuring E0 or no ethanol. There doesn't seem to be any dispute that pure gasoline delivers better mileage than gas that's part ethanol, and it protects your motor. Now, mileage suffers about 2 to 3% using E10, or gas that has 10% ethanol, according to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency Office of Transportation and Air Quality. Here's the bottom line. Automakers continue to quietly void warranties if you use E15 gas. And the big factor is automakers are aware of the damages from E15 and they aren't going to honor the warranties on the vehicles guzzling the latest 15% ethanol blend unless you have a brand new car or one that specifically says it can run it or a flex fuel vehicle. AAA and a number of other automakers have come out swinging against E15, warning that the extra ethanol could corrode plastic, rubber, and metal parts in cars not built to handle it. 5 manufacturers, BMW, Chrysler, Nissan, Toyota, and Volkswagen, stated that warranties will not cover E15 claims. You need to read in your owner's manual. And 8 others, GM, Ford, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda, Mercedes-Benz, and Volvo, said that E15 may void their warranties. But there's one last point. President Biden is ending the moratorium on federal drilling leases, but this won't help gas prices for over a year. And the Biden administration is making it available now 144,000 acres of land. That sounds like a lot, but the industry really wants 5 times that amount of land to drill to meet the demand and lower prices. And the Green New Deal advocates, they are not happy about this drilling. They do not want it. However, the government is increasing the royalties from 12.5% to 18.75% for all the oil that's being drilled. Basically wanting a piece of the action, which increases the cost of drilling. And of course, that doesn't lower gas prices to you. And this will not help lower gas prices over time. There is so much more to discuss on this, and we wanted to keep it pretty concise. So I'm sure you've got comments, put them down below and we'll start that conversation. If you got value from this video, give it a like and subscribe for more videos like this one. If you have questions or comments, I'll be happy to answer them and start that conversation. All my links for social media, the book, and the podcast, Total Car Score, are down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll look forward to seeing you next time.